Now, before we start the video, there's a couple of things I do want to talk about. First things first, I do know that I said the next video would be different, but I decided to hop on this topic because I wanted to talk about a few things that was in this video. And the second thing is that I want everybody to know I love Death Battle. It's what got me into power scaling in the first place. And this is more towards the community. Everybody needs to calm down because they are acting like this is the worst video in history. And people really need to chill out with the disrespecting these guys over anime. Power scaling is not that serious. Anyways, let's get into the video. Now, there were a couple things that caught my eye when watching the Bardock section of the video, and that's him not using a majority of the feats he actually scales to. They used a version of Bardock that was sent back in time, and he achieved Super Saiyan 1 in that time period. And beforehand, in the previous movie, he had a power level close to 10,000. And that was before he was almost killed by Dodoria and Frieza. Seeing how high a Zenkai character like Vegeta got after leaving Earth, it's probably fair to say that base Bardock would be a decent bit above 10,000 after recovering. And with Super Saiyan, he should get a 50 times boost, making his power level 100,000. Now, this should scale him above both King Vegeta, who destroyed multiple planets, and Saiyan Saga Vegeta, who destroyed a planet which seems to be consistently scaled around Dwarf Star level to potentially Large Star level. There's even scaling to Garlic Jr., which was made canon by the anime, whereas say Garlic Jr. made the Dead Zone, which is called a black hole which no light can escape from. Do note some people may not want to use power levels due to the fact they are no longer used in the anime or the manga. However, I don't agree with this line of logic because characters could calculate what characters at these levels could do for a fact at a time in the story. Just because later in the story these levels can't be calculated doesn't discredit what they already know for sure. Now, before I talk about Omni-Man, I do want to say I'm still reading Invincible and I'm not actually knowledgeable on his best scaling. However, I do think there's an argument to be said that he could possibly be faster than Bardock. I do want to say that I wish to see the calculation done for the feat they got the small star level and power, however, because something that's not even as large as an actual star being scaled that high is questionable in my eyes without further information. Then, based off the scans I've seen, Omni-Man not only had help destroying a planet, but he also did it while the core was destabilized, and they all would have died on impact if it wasn't. Then they were severely injured after performing this feat. So I don't really know what Omni-Man could do if he gets hit by an attack like what Saiyan Saga Vegeta did. And Bardock should be stronger in that as well. I do want to say, though, he should probably be able to destroy smaller planets due to how much bigger Viltrum definitely is. Now, I do want to say this is only based off the information Death Battle gave me for the most part, and after I finished Invincible, I made no better feats that can be used for Omni-Man. So don't take this as me saying who I actually think wins. This video was just to mention a couple of things I believe need to be talked about. I also have to say people really need to stop acting like this is the worst hit on my video in history, like I said before, because it's really not as bad as everybody's saying, and it had really good animation. Shout out to these guys, man. Anyways, that's all. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and please support Death Battle. I'm happy they're back.